we have a predicament. The ferry crossing at the Perry River, I believe it is, or the Peel River, the water's too high. So the old paper map does not allow you to search how far things are. You don't even have to open this map all the way now. We're getting to the very tippy top. A little bit pricey this far. Check things over. Beautiful though. Imagine coming in here for a drink 100 years ago. Okay. We're sitting in beautiful Whitehorse. Actually, just outside of Whitehorse. We got in last week's video actually, so we got lots of running around to do. We got to go see about tire patches, tires, spare tires, spare pumps, a few other things that we might need. So we'll go see that tomorrow in town and do a little run around, stock up on some groceries, get some water, kind of finalize everything before we push north to Dawson City. And then once we get up to because once you go to Dawson City, Whitehorse is kind of like your last point to stock up. So we'll get what we need, go north, and so far the trip's been great though. I mean, it's, I think we're 9 days on the road so far, and we've already crossed how much of the country? From here, I think we're only about 2,000 kilometers, 2,200 up to the actual Tiuk-Tuk. So I'll show you on a map here where we're at. Let me show you on the map what's going on here. We're pretty much at the top of this thing now. So basically, let me zoom in on it for you. Okay, hopefully you can see. Okay, you can see this. So we drove this Whitehorse last night, got into Whitehorse here, and now we're gonna push this from here to here. So I think that's a couple hours drive. I don't even remember what that was. It's about let me look it up. The old paper map does not allow you to search how far things are. It's old technology. Yeah, so Whitehorse to Dawson is a 6-hour drive, 600 kilometers. So it's 600 kilometers to go from here to here, and then this is like 1,000 kilometers. So in total, from here to the ocean is like 1,600. Probably what we're gonna do is go in the morning, run around here in Whitehorse, get everything we need, make sure we have our final packing, like I said, and then we'll get on the road, probably stop at this Peel River or this Pelly crossing. It's kind of like a halfway spot, make some lunch, and keep going and get into Dawson by nightfall. So we'll do that all tomorrow. Yeah, we just got out of Whitehorse there, actually, just a few minutes ago there. Look on our map. We basically, you don't even have to open this map all the way now. We're getting to the very tippy top. The goal for today is to get to Dawson City. We're about 2 hours away. So it's just kind of a short drive because basically from Whitehorse up to Tiuktuk is a 20-hour drive, only 1,000 kilometers. But it's such, like, the roads are pretty rough, and this is a good highway compared to what we're going to get into going north of Dawson City. So when we left, we stocked up with fuel, got a spare tire, got everything to patch a tire, so we're all good to go. And then we'll go, that was all running around yesterday when we got in late, and then when we get to Dawson City, we can regroup a little more and try to get a little bit back on track here. So we're just going to have a quick lunch and keep on moseying down the road so we can enjoy a nice steak dinner. We're just going to fill up here. We got the new fuel tank working. It's nice having the ball valve. You can shut it off, drain it all out, because this pump is cracked. We didn't find that out till we got all the way out west, out in the north here. So we got a spare one on board. Should make us all the way up. We're gonna burn pretty much 200 gallons up and back. And this stuff is cheaper because I think here it's like $2 for diesel. And the farther north we go is gonna get worse because we're not even at Dawson Creek yet. So we'll get it filled and get back on the road. For the northern grocery store, looks like $10 for eggs, and it's quite a little bit pricey this far. Pulled over here, about 30 minutes due east of Dawson Creek, Dawson City. Check things over. Beautiful though. Gonna get into camp here. I think it's somewhere where there's service because I have lots of work to do while I'm doing this trip. Not all play, so we are going to get back on the road here before, well, I guess it doesn't get dark. It doesn't get dark till like 2 a.m. here, or 1 a.m. Yeah, you get a lot of sunlight, so you gotta be careful you don't drive all night. So, okay, going. Into Dawson City we are. That looks like an old western town. Look at that thing. Imagine coming in here for a drink 100 years ago. Welcome to Dawson City. Sits on the Yukon River, about 500 kilometers north of Whitehorse, along the Klondike Highway number 2, and it's kind of your main highway. It's your main highway into Alaska. This is the way you'd go if you want to go to Fairbanks or any of that. There's also a lot of mosquitoes out here compared to like last night or the night before in BC, which makes sense. Like, we're getting into that kind of marshy, and then tomorrow we're going to probably still be on this side of that one mountain range, and then we're going to make a push for Eagle Plains. And we have a predicament. The ferry crossing at the Perry River, I believe it is, or the Peel River, the water's too high, so we might not get over that. We're going to go as far as we can. We have 2 days of buffer. With 2 days of buffer, we might... we're all this way, right? So I might do some juggling tonight with flights to Australia and maybe flights out of here or even Whitehorse. Like, I might be able to just push it. But if it doesn't open within a week, we got problems, because we don't have that time to allocate to get all the way back to Vancouver in time. And we were going to go to Squamish through the back way, through the that scenery, and there's a wildfire there. And I heard there's some sinkholes on the Coquihalla. So, and we got wildfires on the Alaskan side. So we got to go back through the sketchy kind of BC side down the way we came through those lakes and all that. So, nothing else. It makes one hell of a story. So we're going to just cook up a nice steak dinner. Maybe have a little nice fire. Enjoy the evening here. Get our minds right. Make sure we have everything squared away. We got the new tire. Look at this thing I bought. Bought this just for this trip. Cheap Chinese or Japanese tire. Because the guy at the store, I said, what if I blow a tire? How much would it be to come out from Whitehorse or Dawson? And it's like $6,000 maybe. So you do not want to blow a tire and not have options. So we have options to patch a tire. We have options to have a spare, and we can juggle some stuff with these 4 on the back if we needed to. Right? So, but the fuel tank's working good. All that's working great. We've been filling up off this tank. We topped it up here. Yeah, fuel prices aren't too bad actually for being so far north. They're only $1.70 or something, right? So, and even in Whitehorse, we only paid $1.60. So, not too bad. And we're gonna try to stretch it, because that's the other predicament. Along with all the other stuff, is that fuel pump has a crack in the bottom of it. So, might have to swap her out on the way. We brought a spare one, luckily, so we've got a lot of spare stuff. But other than that, I think make a nice evening here and get on the road maybe 8 o'clock after a nice bacon and eggs breakfast and see where we end up. So we'll see you guys in the morning.